5 zodiac signs that will ghost you without any explanation. Ghosting is the modern way to say goodbye, and it stings. You are talking every day, and then suddenly, silence. Psychologically, ghosting is an avoidance strategy used by people who lack the emotional bandwidth for conflict. Instead of facing a difficult conversation, they simply vanish. Today, we are calling out the 5 zodiac signs most likely to leave you on read forever. If you are dating one of these signs, don't say I didn't warn you. Number 5. Libra, the conflict-avoidant ghost. Libra wants everything to be pleasant and harmonious. Psychologically, they are terrified of being the bad guy. They will ghost you not because they don't care, but because they cannot handle the awkwardness of a breakup conversation. They keep hoping you will just take the hint if they stop replying. A Libra will convince themselves that disappearing is actually nicer than hurting your feelings directly. They fade away slowly, answering later and later until they stop completely, leaving you confused while they move on to someone less complicated. Number 4. Gemini, the bored ghost. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, meaning their mind moves a mile a minute. Psychologically, they suffer from a short attention span and a need for constant stimulation. If the conversation gets boring or repetitive, they mentally check out. A Gemini doesn't plan to ghost you. They just get distracted by a new shiny object or person and forget to text back. Days turn into weeks, and by the time they remember you, they feel it is too awkward to reply. They ghost you because they simply lost interest and floated away. Number 3. Virgo, the overwhelmed ghost. Virgo is a surprise on this list because they value communication. However, psychologically, Virgos are prone to extreme anxiety and perfectionism. If a relationship becomes too messy or demands too much emotional energy, they shut down. They will overthink the breakup text for 3 days, edit it 10 times, and then decide it is too stressful to send. They ghost you to protect their mental peace. To a Virgo, silence is a clean break. They are cutting off an inefficient connection to focus on getting their own life back in order. Number 2. Sagittarius, the freedom ghost. Sagittarius views relationships through the lens of freedom. Psychologically, they have an intense fear of entrapment. The moment you get too clingy or start demanding commitment they aren't ready for, their fight-or-flight response kicks in, and they always choose flight. They don't see ghosting as rude. They see it as reclaiming their independence. They are the sign of the archer, always aiming for the next destination. If you try to cage them, they will disappear into the horizon without a backward glance or a goodbye note. Number 1. Aquarius, the detached ghost. The absolute master of ghosting is Aquarius. Psychologically, they are the most emotionally detached sign. They process feelings intellectually, not emotionally. If they decide a connection isn't logical or valid anymore, they just delete it like a file on a computer. They don't feel the social pressure to explain themselves. To an Aquarius, ghosting is efficient. Why have a dramatic, tearful conversation when they can just stop engaging? They can turn their emotions off like a light switch, leaving you in the dark, wondering if you ever really knew them at all. Ghosting says more about the ghoster than the person being ghosted. It is a lack of closure that can be hard to accept. Have you ever been ghosted by one of these signs? Share your frustration in the comments below. Hit like if you relate and subscribe so you don't miss our next video.